The captain of the 9th Division, Kensei Muguruma, wields one of the most unique and underrated Zanpakutō within Bleach. His Zanpakutō, Tachikaze, is the only wind-type Zanpakutō in the series. We see Kensei use his Bankai both during the Fake Karakura Town arc as well as the 1000-Year Blood War arc. I believe that Tachikaze is one of the most interesting Zanpakutō because of how the Bankai manifests as a sort of armor on the user's body. Despite its limited screen time, Kensei's Bankai Tekken Tachikaze showcases a devastating, close combat orientated fighting style which definitely rivals some of the most explosive abilities in the series. Tekken Tachikaze amplifies Kensei's raw strength into earth-shattering punches, which is why in this video I want to break down the abilities of Tachikaze's Shikai and Bankai in order to gain a better understanding of the weapon that Kensei uses. Since Kensei is a part of the Vizards, we don't really get to see much of him on screen, but thankfully the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime is rectifying this. So despite him having little screen time, he does still go up against some pretty powerful enemies like Mask the Masculine, and during this battle we do get to learn a great deal about his Bankai. So be sure to stick around until the very end of this video, as I'll also be discussing the fascinating link between Kensei's Shikai and his Bankai. So without further delay, here is my video breaking down everything that you need to know about Kensei's Bankai. We got really tired of the same old boring anime shirts, so we decided to launch GIGA.com with the aim of creating designs inspired by our favorite anime and manga. We came up with designs that look cool and represent all of our favorite stories. Check out the latest Instinct collection, which features some amazing designs like this Frosted Heavens design inspired by Toshiro Hitsugaya, or this Instinct design inspired by Hollow Ichigo, and my personal favorite, which is the Heart design, which was inspired by Ukiura Shifa. Do not miss out, go to Getsuga.com and wear your favorite stories. Because Bleach has such a wide cast of characters, sometimes individuals like Kensei can often fade into the background, and they only make an impact during a select few moments. Kensei is a pretty underrated character considering that he has served as a captain since before the events of the Turn Back the Pendulum arc. Despite him being subjected to Aizen's holification experiments, Kensei did eventually return to the Soul Society after the defeat of Aizen and had resumed his position as captain of the 9th Division. One of the interesting aspects of the Vizard captains is that we never really witnessed them utilizing their holo forms together with their Bankai during battle. I believe that by holofying within their Bankai form, it would significantly enhance their abilities, as demonstrated by Ichigo when he had donned his holo mask after activating Tensar Zangetsu. The 1000-Year Blood War arc anime is attempting to rectify this, as towards the end of Core 3, we had seen the Vizards appear together to confront Gerard Valkyrie in a scene that was very similar to their arrival within the Fake Karakura Town arc, so there is every chance that in Core 4 we'll get some anime exclusive scenes featuring the Vizards donning their holo masks combined with their Bankai. Within Bleach, Kensei's most memorable battles are against Mask the Masculine during the 1000-Year Blood War arc, and his brief but impactful battle with Wonderwise, as well as with the Menos Grande during the Fake Karakura Town arc. So let's first dive into the abilities of Kensei's Shikai before we start breaking down the destructive power of Tekken Tachikaze. It's important to understand Kensei's Shikai because typically a Shinigami's Shikai and Bankai often have interconnected or similar abilities. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll understand the symbolic and functional connection between Kensei's Shikai and Bankai. Typically, a Shikai transforms a Zanpakutō into another unique weapon, or it results in the activation of an all-new unique ability. Achieving Shikai requires a Shinigami to harmonize completely with their Zanpakutō spirit and to learn its name, thus symbolizing a deep connection to the blade's inner soul. Kensei Zanpakutō Tachikaze makes its first appearance during the Turn Back the Pendulum arc. In its sealed form, Tachikaze takes the appearance of a wakizashi, which is characterized by a compact size and a rectangular sword guard. His Shikai is activated with the release command Blow Away. When his Shikai is activated, it results in a powerful torrent of air swirling around Kensei. The swirling air then engulfs Tachikaze as his Zanpakutō transforms into a small knife or dagger which Kensei carries around with him. Kensei Zanpakutō has the unique ability to manipulate wind in the atmosphere. It also has a far more destructive main ability, as he can generate explosions along the path of where his Zanpakutō strikes. Both of these functions are seen in his Shikai abilities called Air Blades and Bakudan Tsuki. Air Blades is a technique that's first showcased during the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, when Kensei unleashes multiple blades of compressed wind, and these wind blades can damage enemies from a distance and detonate upon impact. This results in devastating explosions that destroy targets within seconds. This method proves to be effective as it enables Kensei to swiftly defeat a hollow during the Turn Back the Pendulum arc. Bakudan Tsuki is a far more concentrated and lethal ability, as Kensei charges his Zanpakutō with an insane amount of spiritual energy, causing it to glow intensely like a radiant sphere. He then directs this charged up energy towards his opponent with explosive force. This ability is demonstrated within chapter 220, where Kensei uses it while training Ichigo to control his inner hollow. The sheer power of this attack is shown as it blows off Ichigo's arm in his hollowified state. Similarly, during the Fake Karakura Town arc, Kensei uses this ability to target the mask of a Gillian, and the resulting explosion is so powerful that it destroys the entire head of the Menos. Kensei's Shikai abilities are concentrated and destructive, allowing him to deal great deals of damage with minimal effort. These Shikai abilities are particularly effective within close range combat, where the explosive effects of these powers mean that Kensei doesn't even need to move his blade that much to inflict serious damage. A singular stab from his Shikai Zanpakutō enhanced with these abilities is enough to secure him victory. Kensei's Bankai Tekken Tachikaze was first revealed within chapter 377 during his battle against the Arrancar Wonderwise. Upon release, a massive gust of wind swirls around Kensei as his Bankai takes on the shape of a sleek but powerful suit of iron-like armor. This transformation equips Kensei with a pair of knuckle blades, each curved with razor-sharp edges. The armor extends over his shoulders, creating a distinctive arch behind him, as we learn that the main feature of Tekken Tachikaze is to channel the explosive power of Kensei's Shikai into the knuckle blades, thus increasing the impact of his punches, as he can cause explosions around whatever he hits. When Kensei utilizes his Bankai to attack Mask the Masculine, we see that with each blow, the concentrated force of Tekken Tachikaze causes continuous explosions which wreak havoc upon contact. These relentless attacks highlight the true power of his Bankai, which is a weapon designed to overwhelm opponents in close quarters combat with unparalleled destructive force. As a Bankai, Tekken Tachikaze is very adaptable. The knuckle braces on his hands can be transformed into brass knuckles or spiked gloves, enhancing their offensive capabilities. What I love about this Bankai is that it causes implosions upon impact, granting it the ability to bypass almost any defensive measures that an opponent may use in close range combat. For instance, if Kensei had battled Kangdu, it's likely that his Bankai could have effortlessly pierced through even Kangdu's iron defenses. The name of Kensei's Bankai and his entire fighting style may draw inspiration from military principles. Historical references from this name suggest that Tachikaze was a class of naval destroyers used during the Cold War in the 1970s. These ships were known for their precision and power, and they were primarily tasked with escorting small vessels in convoys, emphasizing their tactical importance. This military connection mirrors Kensei's personality as well as his demeanor, as we see that he wears combat boots, has a buzz cut, and even his shihakusho is sleeveless to show off his toned muscular arms. So we can speculate that his Bankai is a reflection of his personality, which is highly disciplined and suited to be a soldier. The phrase Tachi from Tachikaze is used to refer to a specific type of Japanese sword, and the meaning behind this name is used to refer to a great cutting wind or a hurricane. The link between Kensei's Shikai and Bankai lies in how Tekken Tachikaze builds upon and amplifies the destructive force which is inherent within his Shikai. As a wind-type Zanpakutō, Tachikaze uses wind to unleash long-range attacks in its Shikai form, whereas its Bankai Tekken Tachikaze shifts the focus to close-quarters combat, maximizing its destructive potential through explosive hand-to-hand strikes. It's evident that Tachikaze is a Zanpakutō designed around delivering delivering explosive force with every attack, and we even see Kensei utilize his Bankai during the Can't Be Unworld light novels during the confrontation against Tokinada in the Valley of Screams. When Tokinada is pursued by the group of Shinigami, Quincy, Fullbringers and Oranka, he survives a kick from Yoruichi but is struck immediately afterwards by Kensei's Bankai. The light novels describe how Tokinada, after being hit by Kensei's fist, experiences a series of devastating explosions which tear through his organs, sending him flying in the opposite direction. Despite this devastating attack, Tokinada emerges unscathed with only his kimono showing signs of damage. Unfortunately, Kensei's character is often sidelined in the story, leaving his abilities largely underutilized. If Kensei were given more opportunity to shine, then I do believe that his Bankai could easily stand out as one of the most devastating weapons in close-range combat. For a character who wields such a explosive and tactical ability, it feels like a missed opportunity not to see him more. Hopefully Core 4 of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime rectifies this, as we have been teased that the Vizards will get an anime-exclusive fight sequence against Gerard Valkyrie, so I do hope that Kensei's Bankai is highlighted a bit more during this fight. Overall, I love Kensei's Bankai. I think that it looks visually incredible and it also matches his personality, with his Bankai suited for close combat. I know I'm not the only one who wants this, as most fans want to see more of the Vizards, especially with their hollow masks, utilizing their respective Shikai and Bankai abilities, which hopefully will be amplified by their holification. The 1000-Year Blood War arc anime does have this opportunity to expand upon each of the Vizards with this anime exclusive fight against Gerard. And then we have the possibility of the Bleach manga continuing via the Hell arc, which I have no doubt will showcase more of the abilities of the Vizards, including Kensei's destructive Bankai. Kensei's Bankai causes powerful implosions, as seen when he battles against Mask D Masculine, as he transforms the insides of the Sternritter into shreds. I also think that it's very cool that Kensei is able to alter his fighting mode by using brass knuckles and then switching to black armored gauntlets, and it's just a shame that these abilities weren't showcased more within the manga. Hopefully this video has helped you to better understand how Kensei's Bankai Tekken Tachikaze works and the significance behind its abilities, and how his Shikai and Bankai appear to be interlinked. We have now reached the point of the video where I want to hand over the discussion to all of you. What do you guys think about Kensei's Bankai and the amount of screen time that this transformation had within the anime and the manga? Are you looking forward to seeing more anime exclusive scenes with Kensei? Do you think that we'll get to see more of his Bankai within the Hell arc? I look forward to reading all of your thoughts, so definitely continue the discussion in the comments. And lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next Bleach Explained video. A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.